everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. John McNeely of KC Spine and Sport. Today we're going to focus on correcting a thing that a lot of people have wrong with their squat, and it's actually called a butt wink, and it's a very it can be a very problematic thing, cause a lot of low back pain in a lot of people, and it's pretty easy to address once you kind of understand what it is. So basically what a butt wink is generally when people get down into their back squatting position, they end up kind of rounding their low back at the bottom. They kind of wink in order to stay upright. They go down, and instead of keeping that nice flat back, their butt literally just winks under. And what that does is it causes a lot of external pressure on those low back muscles, because instead of staying nice like this, you start rounding, right? And so that puts flexion, it puts some pressure on the disc, it puts stress on the muscle tissue in the back as well, and it can lead to a lot of low back pain, but it is very simple to fix. A lot of times that butt wink comes from poor ankle mobility. And so what you want to do to start addressing it while you strengthen your core and your back in addition is add a little bit of a heel lift underneath your heels when you squat. So easy way to do that is to just get some wood. This is just a 2x4 here, so we'll start with this one and just put that on the ground. And so when you're squatting, or you can use plates at the gym as well, if you have a 10-pound or a 25-pound plate, throw those under your heels. So you just put that down on the floor, and then you're going to stand with your heels on that. And as you go down into that squat, you'll realize that it's probably a lot easier to get into a really deep squatting position with keeping your low back nice and flat, because you're getting artificial dorsiflexion through your ankles here by creating a heel lift. So instead of coming down and doing this little tuck under, you'll be able to keep everything nice and engaged down here without unloading your glutes. So you'll be able to get a deeper squat. You'll be able to get rid of that butt wink, so that while you're rehabbing and strengthening your core and your low back muscles as well, you can actually squat to full depth healthily without causing pain. Over time, you'll want to decrease the amount of heel lift you have. So if you're on a 2x4 to start, then you'll go down to like a 1x4, and then you'll go down to a 1/2x4. So if you're on a 25-pound plate, then you go down to a 10-pound plate, then a 5-pound plate. Ideally, you lower that amount that you have to lift your heels over time, so that you can then get to a naturally deep squat on your own. So if you are one of the people that's suffering from some low back pain when you're squatting, and you do realize that it might be a butt wink, give this a shot. Start rehabbing, start strengthening the core as well. But give this a shot in the meantime, so you can still squat free of pain.